We detected an unusual trade worth $1.4 million on eBay stock, ticker symbol EBAY. And what's also very unusual about this is that these unusual options expire next week, which means that this is not an earnings trade because earnings is on February 26th. That's a month away. And so in this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity to find out if this wealthy investor is bullish and buying eBay or bearish and selling eBay. Because as we all know, the rich have more access to information, including leaked insider information, to make better financial decisions. No wonder the rich get richer. And so without further ado, let's dive into this data as usual. As we can see here on the options time and sales tape, 2,400 contracts were being traded 2 times. On the last trading day, January 27, for these February 7th options at the 63 strike calls. And so we can calculate the total trade cost by taking an average of these 2 prices since the quantity is the same. And so we have $365 plus $250, divide by 2 to get an average of $307 per trade. And since there was 2,400 plus 2,400, which is 4,800, we multiply the total number of contracts out and we get a total trade cost of $1.4 million. But keep in mind, this trade will expire next week on February 7th. And so this is a high risk trade in comparison to the trades that we share on our website. And so if you want access to the lower risk, higher probability of profit trades, then make sure to go to our website.
Visit www.unusualoption.com to join our membership and start your journey to a financial success with a partner you can trust.
We will put a link at the top here where you can gain access to better trading strategies to reduce risk while increasing the chance of profit. Because not all of these unusual trades will be profitable. But as long as we diversify with higher quality stock picks based on stronger data analysis, then we can become profitable in the long term. Now, even though this is a higher risk trade, we still traded this as well, but we use position sizing to manage our risk. You can see here for the February 7th options at the 63 strike calls, we are also in the same position. POS stands for position, green means buy. And we can now see that the open interest of those 4,800 contracts has increased, which means those unusual options that were being traded were new opening trades. Because if we take a look at the historical data, on January 27th, when those trades were being made for these February 7th options, we can see here those 4,800 contracts being traded at the volume, because the open interest was only 6 for these 63 strike calls. And so when we analyze this trade that they made, where they paid an average of $307 each for these call options, and so when we analyze this trade, we can see here on the risk profile where the share price is represented on the x-axis. And so the stock is currently trading over here, and the y-axis represents profit loss. Note the 0 break-even line over here. And so when the line is below that, it is a negative loss. If it is above it, it is a positive gain, because this is a long bullish trade, and we can confirm it on the Greeks here. We have a positive delta trade. These are very deep in the money, which is why the theta does not decay very much. And that is why this delta is 100 per call option, which is the same amount of delta you would get if you bought 100 shares of eBay. But they are buying options so that they are paying less, because if they had bought 100 shares of stock, it would cost over $6,000 because the share price of eBay is currently at $66. So times 100 is $6,600. And so by paying just $307 for each of these call options, they can profit as much as 100 shares of stock as well. But be aware of the risk with trading options. We typically set up our own option strategies because it is higher risk when we trade options. But the benefit is that there's also higher rewards, profits that can be made with options. And so if you want to learn more about our option strategies, then make sure to go to our website. We'll put a link at the top here. Let us know in the comments below, do you think eBay stock will go up by next week, February 7th, or will it crash down? As usual, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, take care, and have a wonderful day.